So the turn starts with technology rolls. The three techs I'm going to roll for are advanced artillery, heavy strategic bombers, and strategic rockets. I have really bad luck, so I am going to start early if I ever want to get heavy bombers or strategic rockets. I think I need to start early. So I'm going to submit to the pbegames.com website. I can submit my email, Panzer J's email, and Fighting Irish's email, and roll 3 separate D12s and have all 3 of us receive the results. Let's see what happens. For advanced artillery, I rolled a 5, so I failed to develop that tech. For heavy strategic bombers, I rolled a 4, so I failed to develop that tech. And for strategic rockets, I rolled a 4, so I failed to develop that tech. Alright, so now it's the purchase units portion of the turn. I'm not going to purchase any units other than I'm going to lend-lease a unit to the Spanish Republicans, an infantry unit. I'm going to lend-lease an infantry unit to the Abyssinians. Now I'm going to do the combat movement phase. And I might have this wrong, so this is one thing for the folks who are watching to tell me, but I'm going to move this light cruiser and this destroyer. 1, 2, I can pass through the straits because I'm not at war with a major power, so Turkey lets me go through. That's 2. 3 would be here. I can move 4 because I have the major shipyard there. But I'm right here at 3, and hey, Panzer J, if you want to declare war, you just go right ahead and let me know. That's why I'm moving the combat movement phase, because he could declare war on me here. I have to announce my intention when I enter C-Zone 51, and my intention is to move. I'm going to read Panzer J's mind and say he doesn't declare war. It's too bad. And then my 4th move will be here. But Panzer J, if you want to declare war, you just let me know, my friend. I will be happy to let you do that. Okay, so now we're in the non-combat movement phase. I'm going to move this coastal sub. It has a move of 1 with the major shipyard. It gets 2, 1, 2. Move it through the strait here into C-Zone 52. I'm going to move 1 Spanish Republican infantry from Catalonia into Madrid, and I'm going to move 2 infantry from Murcia, Valencia, and I apologize just in advance for the whole entire rest of the game. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the names of these units. And then I'm going to take 1 fighter out of Madrid, and I'm going to move it into Catalonia for that air base there. And so that's all my moves there regarding the Spanish and the Russians through that Black Sea. Now I'm going to move the camera. I hope this doesn't disturb people too much. Apologize in advance. Try to get it so we only have to do 1 move per filming, so we can have 1 contiguous filming here. Okay, I am going to... Let me move this a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, I am going to move 1 infantry from Primorsky Krai into Amur, 1 from Amur into Chita, 1 from Yakutsk into Chita. I haven't moved those 2. I will move 1 cavalry from Novosibirsk into Buryatia, and I will move 1 infantry from Novosibirsk into Angara. I'm going to move this motorized infantry from northern Kazakhstan into Stalingrad. So there's 2 in Stalingrad. 1 of them has moved, 1 hasn't. Move 1 infantry from Turkmenistan to Kazakhstan, Turkestan. And I'll move another infantry from western Kazakhstan into Kazakhstan, Turkestan. I'm going to move 1 infantry from Gorky into Moscow. I will move 1 infantry from Saratov into Moscow. I will move 1 motorized infantry from Stalingrad into Orel-Kursk. I will move 1 infantry from North Caucasia to Kalmytskaya. I will move 1 cavalry from North Caucasia to eastern Ukraine. I'm going to move 1 infantry from northern Russia to western Russia. I will move 1 infantry from, 1 tactical bomber from Moscow to Smolensk. I will move 1 infantry from western Russia into Smolensk. I'll move 1 cavalry from western Russia into eastern Ukraine. I will move 1 infantry and 1 fighter from Orel-Kursk into Smolensk. I will move 1 infantry from eastern Ukraine into Orel-Kursk. I'll move 1 infantry from southern Ukraine into Kiev. I'll move 1 infantry from southern Belarusia into Smolensk. I will move 1 infantry from western Ukraine into Kiev. And I will strategic rail move this motorized into Orel-Kursk. And I will strategic rail move this militia into Transcaucasia. Okay, now it's time to set up my rules for spreading influence. Again, I'm going to use the PBE Gaming or Games.com website to submit 3 roles. The first one is for the CCP spreading influence role. I'm going to spend 1 by the CCP for that to increase my odds to 1 in 6. And then I'm going to do the CCP recruitment role after that, because if I capture, I'm going to try to influence the Hope Peking warlord. I can't really call it that I'm influencing the Peking warlord because I'm not adjacent to him, but I am adjacent to this territory here. Just as a side note, I took these little rondelles and I put different colored markers over them so that you can see these 3 magenta are all in one group. The yellow and the pink and the blue, those are separate. This orange one is separate. But down here at the bottom, these 2 dark green, I don't know if you can see them. They're probably off the edge of the map, so you can't see that. Anyway, I've grouped the warlords separately, and I'm going to go for this warlord with my roll. And then if I were to succeed, then that would up my recruitment odds up to a 1, 2, 3, or 4 instead of just a 1. Whereas if I do the recruitment roll first, then I'd only have a 1 in 12 chance. I'll be interested in the comments below if I've got that correct. And then I'm going to do a recruitment roll for the Spanish Republicans. I need a 1, 2, or 3. So I'll submit those 3 rolls, and we'll see what I get. It's thinking, sorry about that. Okay, so my first roll, now that I'm not rolling for tech, I got a 12 for the influencing the warlords roll, and then for my second roll, for the recruitment roll, for the CCP, I got a 10, but I did succeed. On my 6 rolls, I got 1 success. I rolled a 2 on my recruitment for the Republicans, and I will put 2 militia in Catalonia. I cannot believe that. I really needed that one to succeed. Well, I most would have wanted the CCP to succeed, but given that Panzer J succeeded with his roll, put a lot of pressure on me. I knew I was having one infantry lend-leased into Catalonia, but I didn't know if just the infantry and the fighter would be enough to hold off if he decided to come with his fighter, cavalry, and infantry. So we'll see what happens. The turn ends with Russia having a total of 10 IPPs because they didn't spend 2, they collected 8, that's why they have 10, and the CCP spent 1 for that failed spreading influence roll. They collected 2, so they end the turn with a total of 3. Thank you so much for watching.